Hi there, and welcome to SUP Safe Module 3. We're going to cover health, emergency preparedness, and rescue techniques. Contents for Module 3. Okay, we'll just run through the topics that we're going to cover with this module. So we're going to cover health and a few things to look out for. We're going to look at emergency preparedness. We've got 3 great videos covering various rescue techniques. We've got a few questions to test our knowledge, and then we've got a references and further reading section as well. Module 3 takes about 30 minutes to complete, including the videos. Okay, let's kick off this module with health. We need to let our fellow paddlers know if we suffer from a condition which needs specific help. So that could be asthma, and we use an inhaler. We could suffer from severe allergic reactions like anaphylactic shock. We carry an EpiPen. We may have some specific medication that we need to take, or we may be a diabetic. If we let our fellow paddlers know, this is going to ensure that if we have an issue or we're taken ill during the paddling, that they can quickly diagnose what is required. We need to remember to keep our medication in a waterproof bag and also tell our fellow paddlers where it's stored. Also let your fellow paddlers know if you are hard of hearing or deaf on one side. This will ensure they understand how best to communicate with you. Don't forget your suntan lotion. We're very exposed when we're on the water. We're not only getting the sun's rays from above, but they're also being reflected off the water. Take some food and drink with you which is suitable to the duration of your paddle and the time of year, i.e. a hot drink in winter. For spring and autumn and summer, I found a hydration bladder in a rucksack or a rear PFD pocket works really well, and I don't have to stop to take a drink. Okay, we're going to take a quick look at a few things to watch out for. So first of all, we're going to look at things to watch out for at coastal regions. So there's the lesser weaver fish, which has kind of poisonous spines. It's got a poisonous dorsal fin spine, so we tend to find that people stand on it if they haven't got any beach shoes on. And jellyfish, this is a compass jellyfish. Again, we see them in UK waters, and obviously they can sting people. So the kind of do's and don'ts for both of these creatures is do rinse the affected area with seawater, remove the spines using tweezers or the edge of a bank card, and then soak the area in very hot water. And the best thing to do, if you can do, is to soak a flannel in hot water and then give a suitable pain relief. The things that we shouldn't do is don't use vinegar, don't wee on the sting, don't apply an ice pack, don't touch the spines with our hands, and don't cover the wound. The best thing to avoid getting stung by the weaverfish and jellyfish is to wear beach shoes and a wetsuit or a rash vest, so we avoid contacting them and avoid rolling around in the shallows. Okay, this slide covers things to watch out for in inland waters. So it covers giant hogweed and also blue-green algae. So if we look at giant hogweed first, it's quite a tall plant with whitish flowers, and you can get very severe burns from the sap. The sap actually reacts with sunlight, and you get these really horrible blisters. So the best thing to do is really not to touch the plant, but if you do get the sap on your skin, then just wash the area thoroughly with water and seek medical advice, and don't expose the area to sunlight for a few days. Blue-green algae, is toxic to humans and animals, especially dogs, and it results in skin rashes, eye irritations, vomiting, diarrhea, and fever. So yeah, we talked about dogs are especially vulnerable to this because they can drink the water or lick the coat following a swim. The best thing to do is just to keep away from the area and carry a bottle of water for your dog to drink and wash off any scum. If you or your pet are unwell, then immediately seek medical or veterinary advice. Emergency preparedness and rescue techniques. The next slide covers emergency preparedness. So leave details of your trip with a responsible person. Let them know where you're going and when you'll be back, so if you are late to return, they can actually raise the alarm. Carry a fully charged mobile phone in a waterproof case. Register your mobile to use text messages to dial 999. This is really useful if you are either hard of hearing or you're in a low signal area. I'll include a reference in the further reading session that covers how to do that registration. Register for a location app, so What 3 Words or the RYA Safe Track. Again, I'll leave details of those in the further references section. Have your name and number attached to your board. This is really important for two reasons. Number one, if you do lose your board and the RNLI or someone finds it, then they won't immediately assume that they're searching for a missing person. And if you do lose your board, then you actually stand a good chance of it being returned. If you do need to contact the emergency services, then you're going to need the 3 Ps. So you're going to need position, where is the injured person located, the person, the number of injured people and whether they're a child or an adult, and the problem, a short description of what is wrong with the casualty. Rescue techniques. There are some simple rescue techniques that we can use to help ourselves and help others. It's far better to be prepared for the unexpected and deal with unforeseen events ourselves, as we are on the scene and able to offer immediate assistance. Obviously, if in any doubt, call 999 without delay and use the 3 Ps. There are some great rescue videos available online, and I've suggested 3 to watch. How to Fall and Get Back on Your Board by Rob Casey, P&T Rescue, Scoop Rescue, and Casualty Rescue by British Canoeing, and finally Unconscious Casualty Rescue by Andy Joyce from the Academy of Surf. Please pause this video and open the above links in the YouTube description. Once you've watched the videos, then please return here to continue. Okay, welcome back. Hope you found the rescue videos useful. Watching the videos is just a start about understanding what different rescue techniques may be useful to yourself, and I would recommend attending one of the many water rescue courses run by British Canoeing and the Academy of Surf Instructors, and I will leave a link in the video description. The CPR advice gets updated every few years, and the latest NHS guidance is also included in a link in the video description. Again, there are many training organisations that offer first aid and CPR training, and again, I will include a link in the description. One thing to bear in mind is when you call for an ambulance, telephone systems now exist that can give basic life-saving instructions, including advice about CPR. These are now common and are easily accessible with mobile phones. Okay, here's a few questions to test our understanding of this module. Question number 1. If you or your friend were stung by a jellyfish, what first aid would you perform? Question 2. Your friend has fallen off and needs help getting back on their board. what would you do? Question 3. What are the 3 P's mentioned by Andy Joyce? And the final question, number 4. What smartphone app can you use to let the emergency services know where you are? The answers are on page 11. Good luck. Okay, this is the further reading section. So I'll include the link for registering your mobile phone to send text messages to 999. There's the link so you can download the What 3 Words app to your phone. There's another great video by Rob Casey which shows some further rescue techniques and how to tow another person on the board. So that's really good. There's the latest advice on CPR from the NHS, and then there's also course providers for not only for first aid but also for rescue techniques for British canoeing, and the same for the Academy of Surf Instructors. So that also gives first aid courses and water rescue courses. Okay, let's see how we did with the questions. So question 1 was, if you or your friend was stung by a jellyfish, what first aid would you perform? Well, we wouldn't touch the spines. We'd remove the spines with some tweezers or a bank card. We'd rinse with seawater, apply a hot flannel, and then maybe give some painkillers as well. Number 2, your friend has fallen off and needs help getting back on their board. What would you do? Well, British canoeing showed us that we could do a pier T or a scoop rescue, or Rob Casey suggested that we could use our paddle. We could put a paddle through our board handle and use it as a step. So that's 3 suggestions that we could use to help get our friend back on. Number 3, what are the 3 P's mentioned by Andy Joyce? They were position, person, problem. And finally, what smartphone app can you use to let the emergency services know where you are? So we talked about 2, What 3 Words, and the RYA Safe Track app. I've used both of these apps. They both work okay. I find the What 3 Words app is by far the easiest app to use, and that will be my recommendation. Congratulations, you just completed SUP Safe Module 3. Well done. Module 4, which covers caring for the environment, will hopefully be available soon. Bye for now.